So you're going to change your fuse holder and your charger wiring for your 1300 watt battery. It's a little bit different than the 1200 watt. You'll notice you have to do a little bit of splicing on the wires. It's not hard to do. I don't recommend you do it with tape. It's just not a good idea. And there's going to be a slight modification from the one that you received from us. The one you received from us is going to be together like this. I've already snipped this one off. So at the plug here, this little wire that goes to this plug, snip it off right here. And that's going to go to your black wire on your battery. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our top. We're going to take our new part, and when we're putting our new part in, you have to unplug it here, that side, and we can go ahead and feed everything through here. Do it slow and don't force anything. Just take your time. Okay, and then you put your battery plug right there. And now your screws, it's going to be the two big fat head ones. Oh, well, drop that. Another fat head one. Okay, now you have your other your battery charging port, and you can just take that off there like that. Then you're going to slide it through. Okay, and you're going to get your little washer there and your nut. Like that. Put your little wire through there, and then right away you can take your little wire right here. You'll notice that this one has a red end on it because I repaired it. The end wasn't very good on it, and you slip it on this middle one here. I'm going to use my needle nose. Okay, now it's on, and then I'll put my nut up into place. And you can use pliers to tighten this up. It doesn't have to be overly tight, just tight enough that it's snug in there and then it won't turn when you put your charger in there. Okay. Now, we can go and take our plug and plug that in. Like that. Okay, so now you're left with all these wires, and so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and strip these wires. And this red and this black wire are 16 to 14 gauge, so we're gonna use a 16 to 14 gauge butt-end connector. Put it in there. Then you go to your butt-end connector pliers. Most of them have a little blue symbol. If it's the blue ones you're using, then we're gonna go to our little black wire. And this is an 18 to 22 gauge. Again, a little red, pinched. Okay, and then we got our ground cable. I've already stripped that one. So we'll go ahead and put our butt-end connector in there. There we go. Now we'll go to our battery side, and you'll see our batteries are all the same. I've done the positive already, so I'm going to do the negative now. negative, goes in the black one there. Then our positive goes there. Again, go to your blue. Okay, and then your last one is your little black one here. And we'll get down there. There you go. Okay, now we gave it a pinch, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to put our fuse back in. Now, when you put this fuse in, you'll notice that I had to push it down. It was very loose, or it was very tight. So this one's tight, tight, tight. If yours is loose and flopping around in there, you take a pair of pliers, just come up in here, and just give it a push here. This one's tight, so I don't have to do it. But just give it a push, and you can do it from the top too. It's just the clamps inside there. You want to make them clamp a little tighter so that they hold the fuse nice and tight. And you put your fuse down on the top. Then there should be one pad that goes on the top. This on your box was probably glued in. It does not need to be glued in like that. It'll, as long as it's inside the battery box, it's not going to bounce around. It's not going to be. There's nothing going to harm it. So you can leave it out then. And then we're going to put our wires. Tuck everything in nice and neat. Show the pad.